How do people find out about your music side? Is it under your name? Do you have a band name?
I just go by LJR. That's
Okay.
my official. It's just obviously my initials, but Luke Justin Roberts was too much of a mouthful. Even though I was the only Luke Justin Roberts on Google, so slowly working on getting that SEO ranking for LJR. You had asked about the Amplify series, and
Yeah, so tell us
uh,
how that works.
yeah, so this is probably one of my favorite things that I've come up with. I came up with this idea because I was looking at how live shows work when you have five bands cycle in, and I was like, there's no reason we can't do that and create video content for each band. And I was trying to figure out like, okay, how do I make $1,000 in a day? And I was like, well, if we have, five groups come through and each band pays like $200 for a video, that's, probably like that's like 5 hours and maybe six with setup, and then it's $1,000. Oh, well, that's awesome. Like, why don't we do that? And I'd actually come up with this idea pre-COVID, and then COVID hit, and I forgot about it. And then finally, like after a while, we did our first one in July of last year, and it went great. We had like I think it was 4 or 5 artists sign up. And what happens is like most people end up doing more than one video, and the rates right now that we have, and these might change and go up a little bit in the future, but it's like for everything. So it's not like a separate cost for audio or rental or anything like that. It's $250 for your first video, and then if you
Mhm.
want to do another video, it's only 150, and you can do up to 4 videos total. And each additional one, if you do it, is just 150, and that includes all the audio production. So you could walk out of there, for $700, and have like 4 new videos that, I mean, they're not gonna be like music videos that are like multi-angle or like a story driven or something like that. They're going to be really, really high quality performances of you, doing your thing live. You can also do it to like, pre-recorded audio too. You don't have to record live, but we typically do it at a studio where they've got, obviously like super crazy pro level audio, like Water Street Sound. We had a sold out event there. We had 10 artists come out throughout the day. We're doing our next one at the Hangar Studio on March 27th. That's in Laurel, Maryland. And then we have two that are set up in April. One is going to be up in Tenleytown at Stages Music Arts. We just booked that one. And actually, I just got an email from them. They actually they love the idea and they want to do it regularly. And they even want to do like some full band stuff, similar to like a Scary Pockets type of video shoot, which is exactly what I've been wanting to build towards. Because right now we start with just solo and duo artists, so that we can make sure that we can like actually scale to do the full event. And eventually we do want to actually bring in bands. It probably will be longer than, like 1 hour, or probably longer than 1 hour for a slot, and probably more than just the 250 since the mixing is a lot more when it comes to that. But that's something that we do plan on doing. So it looks like we're going to have some awesome audio partners for that long term. So I'm excited about that. People can also get photos for 150. Typically, the way that works is we have a separate photographer. So once you're done with your video, then you just go to the room to do the photos. And we try to change the locations every month, so it's at a different studio. And I'm also acquiring some of my own audio gear to be able to do like much more unique location shoots. Like we could pick like some random rustic church or some abandoned warehouse somewhere, and I can like set up some stuff in there. And it works since it's just kind of like solo and duo artists. It's a
Mhm.
lot easier to kind of capture that than it is like set up for a full band. Because typically I do all the stuff myself unless we're working with one of those studios, which is what we've been doing lately because it's been going so well working with them. So I'm really excited to see how it goes in the future.
So these are day-long events, and people obviously need to sign up in advance for like a slot or two or three. So how do people find out about when the events are, where they're going to be? So like if they want to choose a different location, and how do they sign up?
So the easiest way is to go to either my Instagram or the Instagram for LJR Creative,
Mhm.
which is just, LJR Creative, and then hit the link in the bio. That's the easiest way. There's a nice button there that just says apply for Amplify on our link tree. We also did build out a website where you can go and check out kind of some samples from other events. We do all the lighting, we do all this stuff to make it, look really super cinematic. So get something that's really, really high quality, that's like all the kind of pro people that you see online that have thousands of likes and views on their videos that are just like, it's amazing. Our goal is to make that accessible to the average artist without having to pay tons of dollars or having to know somebody that's kind of only doing it for a couple people.
Yeah.
But yeah, lgrcreative.com/amplify should take you there as well.
Okay. DMV Music Alliance is all about trying to put a light on the services that will help our local musicians at affordable rates. So this is definitely something that is greatly needed in the DMV area, and we're really, really glad that you're offering that service.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you are also the founder, right, of, was it Fundup?
Yeah.
Which is something a little bit different than everything you've been talking about, and that is to help nonprofits. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So Fundup is an app. Well, technically, it's a web app. So it's really like a fundraising platform that gives people and businesses an easy way to multiply their giving to their favorite nonprofits. So probably the easiest way to explain it is if you give $5 a month through Fundup, you have a unique link that you send to your friends and family. They give $5 a month. They send their links to their friends and family. Basically, you're creating this tree of givers, right? And they're all giving because of you. So that allows you to see in the app, like you're only giving $5, which are the reason that $50 to $100 a month is going to your favorite nonprofit. It's almost like the multi-level marketing stuff, but like taking that idea and turning it into something that's actually being used for something good, as opposed to something that's been used to like take advantage of tons of people for a long time. So we're really excited about that. So we've got 10 nonprofits on the app right now. If you want to check it out, just go to fundup.app. And you can see some information about how it works, some of the nonprofits we support, and you can sign up to give. And if you have a nonprofit, you can sign up. We have a verification process for that. We obviously got to make sure that everybody that signs up is legit 501c3 nonprofit. Also has to be in a state that we're currently registered in. We did just complete our DC registration as well, so we're able to support any nonprofit in DC now. So we're really excited about that.
So what are all the states? So you're in, so you're Maryland, Virginia, and DC now, all three?
Yeah, Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, Philadelphia, not Philadelphia, it's not a state, Pennsylvania, and DC, and then also California, New York. There's a bunch of states that don't actually require you to register, so we're registered in all of those, So I think it's something like 12 to 14 that we're registered in right now.
And it's just for nonprofits?
Yeah, so a lot of people, they have asked me about using it for like their own thing to fundraise for their own project. And while eventually we may have something there for that, I don't think there's enough of a push yet, at least not enough. I don't see the application enough to make this something where individuals, might use it to like, I don't know, fund their lives or whatever. And we've already got, systems like Patreon for artists. So I don't think this is like too different from that, and I don't see like fans trying to recruit their other friends to give just so they can take credit for how much money is going to the artists. So I could be wrong, but right now we're just sticking with nonprofits.
Okay, awesome. Well, so you have the 2 events coming up for your music, and then you have like 3 events already planned for the Amplify, and of course you're doing that. It sounds now like more than once a month. So people can sign up for that. And of course, the Fundup. So I encourage everybody to go check out all of these projects. There's probably even some other little things that we could have talked about today, but we'll leave it there for today. But definitely go check out his links. We'll put the links in the post as well. And hopefully Luke can help you out with some of your mini pieces of the puzzle that it takes to being a musician here in the DC area. So thank you so much for offering these services to people, and we'll talk more soon.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me, Danny. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
If any of you guys want to reach out to me directly, feel free to shoot me an email, luke@ljrcreative.com.
Okay.
We're also sometimes we're hosting different master classes and stuff around as well. So we did one at the Pocket recently. So there's lots of different stuff we're starting to do. So excited to see what the future holds.
So the master classes where you are teaching what?
So the one that we just did was a masterclass on how to use your iPhone to film cinematic video. So I go through, typically when I'm like at an event, I'll create a quick highlight video and it takes me about 10 minutes to shoot and edit the video on my phone. It looks super cinematic, and there's a couple of simple tips that you can use to kind of do that. So sometimes, like we did a masterclass at the Pocket recently, where I kind of walked people through the step-by-step process that I use to shoot, like what kind of angles I shoot, how to find some hidden features in like the iPhone camera to improve the quality of what you're shooting, and then how to go through and edit on your phone using some free software to make sure that you're getting a video that's really cool.
Do you have other master classes planned? What are some of the other kind of topics?
So we're gonna do some like how to film, your own music videos, or how to like, use your cell phone to shoot like people that are on a stage, things like that. We don't have any particular ones that are set, but we're probably gonna do some at Stages Music Arts. I'd love to do something like that, but I think we're gonna do more at the Pocket as well. We just don't have any particular dates yet.
And people can find out about your master classes also on LGR Creative or another place.
Yeah, if you go to my Instagram and just follow my Instagram, that's probably the best way right now. If you want to make sure you hear about everything that I'm doing, the best way is currently to apply for Amplify. The reason for that is that that's kind of how I'm making sure I keep track of all the emails.
Well, it was awesome speaking with you today, and we will put all the information in the post so people can check out all your services.
Awesome. Thanks
All
so much,
right.
Jenny. It's good speaking with
Thank
you as well.
you. Bye-bye.